Hello, good morning. Hope you're all well. I'm Nipper. I think we can all agree that the world's just a bit of a mess right now. There's so much going on. There's been so much going on for a really long time, and I think I'm just seeing a bigger picture play out, a bigger picture, and I think a lot of people are. I'm also seeing the very much black and white of what is actually happening. And there's just one thing that I'm so grateful for now more than ever. So I started an online business because I wanted to get away from the rigid lifestyle that I had. So I had to go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Essentially, I'd wake up and get ready for work. And at the end of the day, I'd run to the nursery to collect my little one. I wasn't really living, and it created health issues for me. And I found it to be quite a toxic way of living. And because of the business that I'm in, I have realised that I can create an income for myself, and the income that I'm creating is in good hands, and I can control where my money is going. What do I mean by that? So there are about 6 companies, global companies, that own everything. So the issue with the way that everything is designed is when you follow the money, it always leads to the same companies. And when you look at what these companies are doing, when you look at what they're behind, you'll see that unintentionally, we are giving our time, our effort to make these companies richer. Their money is being used to fund wars and so forth. I don't want a part of that anymore. So I've got some statistics that I really want to share, and I wanted to share it last night, but I really I was just quite affected by what I was seeing on social media. Anyway, so the Wildly Empowered Collective is the online business group that I'm a part of. There's about 500 men and women who are part of this amazing collective. And it's a global business. So the company that I partner with, Inagic, they have over 40 offices around the world. And there's actually an office that is opening in the UK. I think it's in Milton Keynes. And in the last 100 days alone, so the last 100 days, we have made collectively just over 800,000 euros of sales. And as a result of that, we have been paid collectively, when I say collectively, I mean those who have made the sales have received. So in the last 100 days, we have received collectively 400,000 euros in commission. So they're really big numbers. And I really wanted to come on and share that, because when good people have money, they do good things with it. And I feel more passionate than ever before that I want to be able to move if I need to. I think there's just lots of destruction every which way you look, and I feel like there's a lack of stability, and I'm really worried about a major global crisis happening. And I know some people will say fear is energy, and you are manifesting what you are worried about. And I understand that. And I think I said a couple of days ago that love is the highest frequency. So I do understand that as well. But equally, I think it's really important to be aware of what is happening. And in my case, I feel quite passionate about Palestine because in the past, it's never really hit me in the same way as it is now. Maybe because I'm a mother, I see things very differently now. Maybe because I'm working for myself, I see things very differently. And I know it's not just Palestine and Israel where the fighting is taking place. We see it everywhere. Obviously, there's Ukraine and Russia. And I know that in Ethiopia, I was told by my partner that the rather crazy prime minister, who is also killing his own people, and there's genocide in Ethiopia taking place in the Amhara region, the Tigray region. He said that about a week ago, this prime minister, who was applauded by the UN as being a peacekeeper or something, he has suggested that he will go into Eritrea and forcefully take access to the Red Sea. And for anyone who is about as old as I am, you'll probably remember growing up and hearing about the Eritrea and Ethiopia war. And I think, like I say, there's a bigger picture at play, because when you look at who is allied with who, it very much to me feels like the Cold War days. Anyway, so I'm just going to take this back to my title. So I think it's quite important that if you're concerned about things that are playing out, and if what I'm saying is resonating with you and you don't want to feel stuck and you don't want to feel dependent, then I think now more than ever is a really bloody important time for you to set yourself up to be able to work from anywhere in the world, to be able to do business online and reach more than one audience. So where I work, my day job, for example, my career job, that was a job based in London. So if something were to happen in my proximity, then I would not be able to earn any money. And I think because of the pandemic that played out a few years ago, there were many people in that exact situation that couldn't work. There were some people who were put on furlough. There were some people that just didn't have any money, or whatever the case was. That pandemic period was not good for anyone. And the Bank of England just went ahead and printed money, as if that was never gonna have an implication to us. And now what we're experiencing are really high costs of living. So you go to do your grocery shop and you'll feel it. You open up your bill and you'll feel it. And obviously, we all felt the effects of the Ukraine and Russia war, because gas prices shot up, electricity too. We were so directly affected by utilities, and we know that in the Middle East there's a lot of oil and other fuel and resources. So as long as we're fighting with each other, we're all going to feel an impact somewhere. So if you're concerned, as I've said already, and you want to hear about how the fuck my amazing community and myself, how we've managed to make just over 800,000 euros in sales in just 100 days, then please get in touch. I really do think, as I've said already, it's now more important than ever before that people really, don't put their eggs in one basket, and that we, if you understand what I'm saying, we actually start to do life differently. For as long as we're just doing a 9 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for as long as we're just working for somebody else and our taxes are being used to, pay for aid after aid after aid after aid. I read last night that Israel asked the US, and I saw it, someone posted it. I haven't actually looked to see the facts behind it, but Israel have asked, allegedly, the US for $10 billion in aid. And I know that America, or the US, have also given a huge amount of money to Ukraine. And I also know that the US debt is very high anyway. And, their currency is linked to all of our currencies. We are backed by the bloody dollar. So I think alarm bells should be ringing with all of this printing of money. You can't just print and there not be repercussions. And a country who's already in really high debt to keep giving out money and to keep giving out aid, it's just gonna really start to affect the American people. As here in the UK, we're feeling it. I think a lot of people haven't yet felt the impact of the mortgage rates. And I know that I'm in a fixed deal for another 3 years, and I'm seriously considering selling at this point, because one, I don't know, I think I worked out what I would be paying. Two, there's so much red tape coming in, that your energy rating has to be a certain level, and it's just becoming really difficult for landlords to make any money. And that's another reason why I'm that person that says don't put all your eggs in one basket, but equally I really see the value of the business model and the online business space that I'm in, because once I hit the legacy income, I never ever have to worry again, because I'll be getting that income in as passive income. So if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, if you've not watched me before, or maybe you've watched me before and you've never really reached out, or perhaps you have reached out and you're kind of on the fence, I would be happy to share a short masterclass. So yesterday we had the lovely Rosie and Tiffany from the Australian part of the business deliver a really amazing webinar that I enjoyed watching, and I'd love to share it with you. It gives you an overview of what it is that we do, what the commissions are, how we make money, what our strategies are. They talk about where they are in the business. So as the host, they talk about their own journeys. And then we have a guest speaker. So a lovely lady who has been in the business for just over 5 months, and she's made over 125,000 euros. $125,000 in sales. It gets confusing because there's so many offices and so many different currencies at play. But anyway, if you'd like to get your hands on that replay, on that masterclass, then drop me a message and I would be happy to share. So I hope everybody is feeling okay. So it's a really difficult time. So lots of love to everybody. Bye.